Hey you guys, Killing86, aka Raymond. Welcome to another reaction video with Mcjuggernuggets. Now guys, as you guys may have known that I have the video right here, but I'm not going to play it, I'm not going to do any of that stuff. I'm just going to do it the regular way, screenshot and talk about it. So let's talk about this video, locking Psycho Dad out of my house. Guys, I had a feeling he was going to do that, knowing that he had to give the key to his dad, because as an agreement on eviction day, if he gets a new place, he has to give him the key. And who would have thought that he would actually change the locks? I mean, this is Jesse we're talking about. Or actually, I would say this is Psycho Kid we're talking about, knowing that his dad wants the key to everything. I mean, key to the house, I'm sure key to the car, or maybe key to the city. I'm not sure. But all I can say is that of everything that happened, I'm just surprised that he did that. Well, guys, let's talk about the video. I would love to talk about it, because as you guys may have known that I cannot react to this video because it's on Storyfire and it has to stay on here. So, let's talk about it. Well, it started with Jesse, going to his old house, going to his house, his old house that he used to live in. And he was seeing a lot of memories. I mean, seeing posters of the Psycho series, which I found very iconic, knowing that he was pointing at that. And we've seen a picture of Ella and a lot of letters from the fans, and also a lot of stuff from his ex-girlfriend, Juliet. And what made me laugh was he was trying to lift weights, hoping that maybe he could get buff and maybe Lance will talk to him again. That's the thing. That kind of sucks on the fact that Lance hasn't talked to Jesse in a while because of what happened. I mean, it is Jesse's fault, Jesse had to vlog and drive, and he had to impress his friend by saying, this was my car, my dad gave it to me. And I mean, if you remember a long time ago, in the beginning of The Devil Inside, his dad actually bought him a black car for everything that he's done for him. And it's funny how it's nice to see how Jesse actually made a deal. It's like, man, hey son, I would buy you a pool. Since you bought me a pool, I'll buy you a pool. It would be nice if my dad got me something. Which I found very funny. He said, don't you remember he bought you a car? Which we all know that this wasn't actually Jesse that was getting the car. This was Isaac. But we didn't know that yet. So, despite that, I mean, if he was there, I think he would have realized that, yeah, my dad got me a car. That would have been a good thing. But he wanted respect, and he couldn't get it. So, back to the video. I'm sorry for getting off track here. So, I don't see how somebody can eat around 10 p.m. because there's no way I can. Because when I sleep, it's kind of hard to sleep on a full stomach. And also, it's a fact, or it might be a fact, or it might be just fiction. So that if you have a full stomach and you try to sleep, you're going to have a lot of nightmares, supposedly. But I doubt that. But anyway, he was cooking, and then all of a sudden he heard someone rattling on the door. And since he's all by himself, and speaking of by himself, I actually saw Big Brother's video. I'm sorry, guys. The reason why I'm not reacting to that video is because I want to see them in the house. Or maybe it might be that will be about the house. Do something fun. And, guys, I think I might do this more often. So, hit a thumbs up if you guys want me to do this more. But anyway, let's get back to the video. He heard something rattling on the door. And who better than to be at the door than, as you guys see in the picture right there, Psycho Dad. He is upset knowing that his key doesn't work. And Jesse kind of had the most greatest time ever saying, well, Dad, there's something you should know. Hey, if it's locked, try Jimmy it, doing this and that. And he tried everything. He said, Dad, there's something you should know. I changed the locks, so you can't get into my house. Which I find very weird. Why is his dad there? That's the thing. Why is his dad there in the first place? I know that in the eviction notice he has to give him the key, but I think I know why. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, look, Jesse and Jeffrey have a house. And Jesse's by himself. So how is he going to be able to know what to do around the house? I'm sure he heard about the inspection. The septic tank was bad, so he had to make a new hole. And sure enough, oh, before I get there, they actually covered it the next day, which I found very interesting. But hey, we had to wait for a video on that. But this was after on the YouTube video, Psycho Dad destroys my front yard, as he was upset after when we paid him off, and now after that he has to pay $12,000 for that septic tank bill, and we're gonna see Jesse with that soon enough. But anyway, what I felt bad for his dad actually, because well I wouldn't say I wouldn't feel bad, but it's kind of funny how he got a key to the house. They had the agreement, and of course Jesse had to break the deal by changing the locks. Well, hey, they didn't say anything about changing the locks, so there's always a loophole in a contract. Speaking of contracts, like I said, guys, it's better to read it because you never know if somebody will add something to it, and they'll play you. And I'm sure his dad doesn't play him that much because, well, hey, Jesse gets away with everything. You know, a psycho kid, he lies, he manipulates people, and he does what he wants without thinking of the consequences of his actions. But anyway, he uses a lot of the apps. He has the Ring app where when someone rings the doorbell, you can actually see through a camera and you look on your phone. And it's like, oh, so and so's here, and then he sees him trying to go through the other door, even the front door, and he even tries to go through the basement. And he was really upset. He said, "This is my house, and you're not allowed in it." How does it feel? How does it feel? It's kind of funny how he's saying like that because he's actually acting like his dad. But that's funny. I think we've seen all through the Psycho series saying that you're gonna be like your dad. You're gonna be hateful. You're gonna be miserable, and you're just gonna manipulate people no matter what happens in your life. And because hey, we see him try to manipulate a lot of things. I mean, seeing how he tries to get in the safe with power tools and wrecking it, and then he covers the security camera with a Christmas stocking and a hat. And he also tries to go to his mom's house and ask, as a favor, give your son back the money. As a favor? Really? I found that very funny how he's just said it. As a favor, on the last thing, you won't talk to me anymore, but I want you to give the money back to Jesse. So he's using people. And now that he has his own house, he can do whatever he wants. Well, actually, it is his house. He can do whatever he wants. That's the nature of owning a house. It's your house. You can do whatever you want. You're the boss. But now that he locked his dad out, he's actually acting like his dad. I mean, you know, it's strange enough, but I think this is what the series is actually seeing here. We're seeing a Psycho series 2, but a reversal. We're actually seeing Jesse Ridgway actually kicking somebody out of the house that he doesn't like, and that's his dad, because his dad has been messing with him over the years, but as usual, Jesse doesn't see that he does do dumb things, but he doesn't accept responsibility for his actions. But it's his house, he can do whatever he wants. He was actually happy with the fact that he kicked his dad out. And sure enough, I don't think this is the end. I have a feeling that when Jeffrey gets here, his dad's going to be there. Speaking of Jeffrey, I saw the St. Patrick's Day mistake. I saw that he went with his friends. He went to New York, and then somehow, supposedly, he went to Thailand, and he has no memory of where he is. And that's a little strange. So, I don't know. This is part of the series that Big Brother's doing. I don't know. All I could say is that Jesse is getting his way by taking ownership of the house. This is my house. I can do whatever I want, and I can invite anybody I want and kick out people that I don't want in the house. And of course, his dad. And it's funny how, come to think of it, I've never seen his mom go over to that house. We've seen Uncle Larry, we've seen Joe, we see the Regenis, and we've seen Karen, and we've seen Tom, and Tiffany. it's strange enough that he invites all these people except for his family. I know his family is busy with work and everything, but he's actually wondering when his mom's going to come over, and I have a feeling his mom's going to have a long talk with him about how to keep the house straightened and also keep it clean. And I think Jesse's not going to like that. So, that's the end of my video right there. Now, what are my predictions of what's coming next? Here I go. So, he kicked his dad out of the house. Something tells me that his dad might do something to the house that will make Jesse very upset. Well, I have a feeling that he is going to try to find some way inside that house, or it's got to be something, because I know Psycho Dad's not going to give up that easy. I mean, we've seen Psycho Kid try to stand up to his dad, and when he does, before you know it, bang, that happens. Remember, it's like when Psycho Dad rips apart the RV, and he stands in front of the tractor and tells him, "No, you're not. I'm not moving." Then he runs away and says, "Yeah, you better leave." Is the wingless eagle will stand up to anybody, and then all of a sudden, destroys the RV. I mean, even when he tried to stand up to his dad on Psycho Dad Wood Chips Wii U, he's saying that I won't get a job, I'm not going to do this and that, and his games kept going in the wood chipper, which we all know that the games weren't in the boxes; those were empty boxes. And of course, he bought an extra Wii U for the wood chipping. Anyway, my predictions are Psycho Dad is not going to give up on the situation of the house because he made an agreement. He's actually going. I bet it'll be funny that he goes to the realtors and asks for another key to have Jesse add him to the list of the deed of the house. And what else was going to happen? The next thing, knowing that we all know where he hid the money, I have a feeling that somebody's going to find that bag and not tell Jesse. But the thing is, the devil's necklace is inside that bag, and I have a feeling that with that green tote bag that he got from the Dollar Shave Company, I'm sure he's going to put the money in that green bag and somehow go into Lisa's office and slip the maroon bag back up there, so they'll think that I found the bag, but there's no money. I think that's what's going to happen. But speaking of money, let's talk about that, because you notice how Psycho Dad and Swift are getting suspicious about Jesse having money all of a sudden? You saw how Jesse was able to give his dad $10,000 for the damages of the car, but also he has to pay $12,000 for the septic tank. His dad doesn't understand, like, where'd you get this money? He says, wait a minute, you were using my credit card and all of a sudden you have money? Where did you get this money? And he said, then there's a bank slip. Oh, wait a minute. Guys, there's a bank slip on that money. Something tells me, I don't know if bank slips have that. Give me a minute. The reason why I say that is because sometimes bank slips have tracking numbers. Do bank slips that are on money have tracking numbers? Not lips. Ugh. Well, bank slips. All banks have tracking numbers, uncommon rounding numbers. Let's see. Can check. Let's see. Well, judging from this, I blank deposit slips. No, that's not it. Rounding numbers. Now, the reason why I'm saying that, guys, is because, as you guys know, that we saw that bundle of money. It has a bank slip around it, strapped around it. So, bank routing number lists. Let's see what we got here. Routing numbers. I'm just checking something, guys. Sorry. Uh, rounded numbers. Uh-huh. Oh, hold it. Uh, NJ, New Jersey. Here we are. AI wired size. Well, no, that did not help me at all. That does not help me. Um. Well, actually, guys, look. There. Sometimes on the money, there's actually there's bank slips that are strapped around it, and if I remember correctly, they have routing numbers. I think on the slips. Just seeing how his dad was looking at the money, how his son somehow has money. I think he's going to use that slip and try to figure out how he got that money. But I liked at the end he said, "I got it from YouTube. I got it from my job." And then as slip as of course Jeff Swift UAV slips. He says, "Hey, come on, Swift, do your job right. I'm trying to show my dad that YouTube is a job." He said, "But Jess, where did you get that money?" He says, "Now that you got money, you can be able to pay me now." I said, "But it's not the end of the month yet. I mean, I haven't paid you with that." He said, "Yeah, but you haven't paid me for January and February." Now Swift is asking for a pay raise. And now that he has the money, he wants to now Swift UAV wants to get paid. Now that Jesse has money, now I can get paid now. So now Swift is actually asking Jesse for money or get paid right now. And now here's the thing: if Jesse doesn't pay him, I have a feeling Swift is going to quit being the cameraman because Jesse is not paying me. So something tells me that we're going to see a lot. You know, guys, this money thing is actually getting way out of hand with Jesse right now. Now, the reason why I say that is because Karen talked to him about these two old guys looking for the bag, and Jesse was asking for it. But I kind of liked how he said, I don't know why, I can't believe Karen would just walk up there and interrogate me about the money. I mean, hey, finders keepers, losers weepers, right? It's like, yeah, you found the money, but you got to understand that it's not your money. Now we know that somebody's looking for that money, and they're from the mafia somehow. But Jesse's not too worried. But Jesse's actually hiding the money in the closet. So I have a feeling that he might block that space with I bet hopefully with the props from the MVE and also the Devil Inside stuff. Also, he actually got rid of all the Psycho Series stuff. I should know because I bought the Big Button gravestone. The gravestone, yeah. It says "Rip Big Button." I got that. So now they're getting now his dad's suspicious about the money. Swift is actually suspicious about the money. Now Karen just interrogated Jesse and seen if he found the bag. Now, 3 people are actually wondering about that. And also, actually, Jeffrey is too, because when they did the YouTuber Battle Royale, he said, whoever wins will get $10,000 in cash. And Jeffrey just looked at him and said, where'd you get that money? He said, it's none of your business, Jeffrey. He's just acting like, oh, it's none of your business. It's my money. I have $10,000. It's mine. So, despite that, guys, something's going to happen. Something's going to happen to Jesse. This money, he's going to lose all that money. He did say he needs it, but he has bills to pay. He has, like I said, he gave his dad $8,000 for the damages of the car, and now he has to pay $12,000 for the septic tank. And now, I don't know why Jeffrey is not at the house right now. I don't even know where he is. That's the point. That's what's strange about it. You know, it's weird that every time when Jesse does a video, hey, you guys, it's Joe Palmer does it there. I don't know where Jeffrey is. It is, oh, look at this sticky note. Jeffrey's stuff. Very much. It's like, where is Jeffrey in the first place? That's the thing. Where is he? Now we know where he is. Supposedly he's in Thailand, but I have a feeling that he's somewhere in New York, and he said he has no memory of where he is. So, anything can happen. So, I think we're actually, if this is the case, we're actually seeing Jesse try to hold the house up by himself. Also with one of the Regenises there. But, Now that he locked his dad out, I have a feeling that this won't be the last time we're going to see his dad. I think we're going to see another video of seeing Psycho Dad try to get in the house somehow. And when I say somehow, I mean some way. Anyway, well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more reaction gameplay. Drop some likes if you enjoyed this. Actually, drop some likes if I should just do this more often instead of doing it the other way. You know, watching the video and then posting it on Storyfire. I think I'd rather just do it like this. I'll watch the video, then I'll talk about it. Make it easy on myself. Because, hey, I'm doing it like this, and I think that's the better way to do it. Alright, you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget, stay positive, and wow, Jesse actually won that round. But I have a feeling that he's going to lose the next round. Because if you guys remember, like I said, he thought he was going to win with buying a house. And seeing what his dad said, I'm proud of you, I'm proud of your dad. He said, yes, it's finally. I feel bad. I actually won. I feel like I actually won. And then all of a sudden, oh, I need the key to the house. What? I need the key to the house. With the eviction notice, remember, it says you got to give me the key to the house. And he gave him the key. And he was like, what the F that happened? What just happened? We just had a moment here and it just went up in smoke. He won right there, and he lost. And now he won right there. I think he's going to lose the next time. Psycho Dad's coming back. In the next video, guys, his dad's coming back. I guarantee it. If not, I'm sure he'll be halfway. He might be doing something funny around the house, and then we'll see Psycho Dad out there doing something. So we'll see soon enough. Alright, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget, stay positive, guys.